sang, come away with me, sail 7 seas with me, run away with me, you, me and the sea, come away with me, sail 7 seas with me, run away with me, you, me and the sea. Their eyes met in the moonlight. He stood up, shocked by what he saw. That gorgeous girl in the water, her fishy tail and all. He walked into the sea to meet her. She floated frozen in the dark.
When we left Warina this morning, we attempted to put the mainsail up 3 times. The first time we ran out of room, so I had to pull the sail down and turn around. The second time, the rope got caught and tangled, so we had to pull it down and start again. And the third time, we're not sure exactly what happened, but I may have put it in the sail in backwards and it came out of the track and went into the ocean, and I pretty much had to pull it in and lay on it because the wind was so strong so it wouldn't blow away. And then I got seasick. And then I've slept for about the last 5 hours, and I just woke up and saw land and couldn't see Daniel, and I was like, Daniel, there's land, and he's like, yeah, I know, I've been sailing the boat for the last 5 hours. I was like, oh, okay. So we made it to American River, and there was a few points there today that I didn't think we would, so woo!
Okay guys, we have anchored at Kangaroo Island. We are at Browns Beach. There's Say No More out there. It's the first time we've left her at anchor, so we keep looking back to make sure she's not moving anywhere. Vino has been such a good boy. He has been on the boat since 7 o'clock this morning, and it is now 5:30. Oh, another dog. What's that? How'd today go?
Oh, well, that was the end of day 1. It was pretty good. We had a bit of a rough start with the hoisting of the main coming out of the track. Might have been in backwards. I think Tilly said about that before. We came across, lost all the wind just before we got to Backstairs Passage, and then we got more wind than forecast and bigger swells than forecast, and that's alright. The boat handled it amazing. Tilly got a little bit sick. That's alright. She'll get there. And then yeah, came beautiful reach down into close reach down into Brown Beach near American River, Kangaroo Island. Amazing. It is gorgeous.
It is the most beautiful morning. We actually had quite a good sleep. This is Browns Beach. So calm. But unfortunately the only wind that Browns Beach isn't protected from is a northerly, and that is coming in soon. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're already leaving, about to pull up the anchor and get underway to American River for some protection.
And so I woke to the sun on the window of
a little bit nervous because this channel's been dredged to 3 meters, but our keel is 1.6. You can see the bottom quite clearly, and we're already in 12.5 feet of water, so 4 meters of water are in. So fingers crossed that it is dredged and you know, we don't end up stuck. But I'm sure we won't, because lots of people do this all the time. It's just our first ever time, so of course we're going to be a little bit anxious about it. So God forbid anything ever happened to him at sea.
I'd be dead for sure.
Oh yeah, so would I, and I'm definitely going to have to get better at that. In fact, I did just call myself a first officer, which is for an aircraft. But to be fair, I am more confident at flying aeroplanes than I am sailing a boat. So, welcome to American River. So still and beautiful here. There's some really, really fancy yachts up ahead. So we're going to stay clear of them in case we drag anchor. Can't afford to replace one of those, or any boat for that matter.
Well, after what was going to be a very lovely day exploring American River, we went for a little walk. Took Vino out for a walk, and then we had some breakfast, which was awesome, and then the wind started to pick up, which we were expecting, and we thought, oh, we better get back to the boat because, you know, we've been told there's not awesome holding in American River. We're on the boat, and so far so good, but a bit worried to leave it in case the anchor does drag. Also, it's raining now, so it looks like it's a movie day. Woo.
And we saw American River for maybe an hour, and then the weather picked up, so we came back to the boat. And to be honest, unless this dies off, I don't think we'll be getting off the boat. And we're going to go back Tuesday, but the weather's going to has changed and it's going to be bad again, so we're going to go back tomorrow. So it definitely hasn't been a holiday, but we've definitely learnt a lot, and it's nice now to have a bit of a relax.
Well, it's calmed down a lot, but you can still see it's been pretty windy. Our wind gauge is broken, but there's definitely been, I'd say, 25 knots, fairly constant, and then the occasional 30 knot gusts. See you later, American River. Wish the weather had been better.
A lot better. Of course, we just realized that there was something coming out of the back of the engine. It looked like oil. And we literally have no idea when it comes to engines. So
There's definitely oil in there. I think that it must be unburnt diesel mixing with the ocean or something like that.
So we're just praying it's going to hold out, because we're bobbing around in the ocean and there's no wind. So we bloody well need the engine to hold out to get us back to Arena, because tomorrow there's a severe weather warning.
On days like these and days like those, and days in the sun, nights under the streets, and I'm singing to my mother, singing to the sea. Say I've been singing to my father, singing to the trees, singing to the things that help us breathe. The days in the sun are these days are always the best with you. shelter under my window, and I miss you.
After such an eventful weekend, I was wondering if the sailing life was for me. I was super worried about crossing Backstairs Passage again today, but the weather gods got together and we're coming in into the most beautiful evening on mainland South Australia. What do you reckon, boys? Good weekend? And this is the perfect way to finish.
Things that help us breathe, the days in the sun are these days are over.